Making its debut at the Leogang World Cup earlier this year, the fourth generation of the Scott Spark has certainly been turning heads with its new suspension technology and revised geometry. My name is Jessica Strange from Off.road.cc, and in this video we're doing a deep dive into the new Scott Spark RC cross-country bike. Along with the scale, the Spark has long been an iconic staple from Scott's mountain bike range, claiming numerous victories on the cross-country circuit at international and world level. I'm joined by Tony Fawcett from Scott Bikes, where we're going to get some valuable insight about the new changes and certainly the new look of the Spark overall range. Hi Tony, thanks for joining me today. Now the Spark has undergone some serious changes, and I understand that we have the Spark RC and the 900 series to look forward to. So can you tell me a little bit about the differences between the two and what's in the overall collection of the Spark?
So this is the Spark RC model, which has 120mm travel front and rear, and then you've got the Spark series, which is 130 front and 120 rear. The Spark has a slightly slacker head angle over the RC, which is more tuned towards your cross-country bike rider.
So in front of us we have the Scott Spark RC 900 Team AXS model. I'm glad I said that straight. Now I have to say it's a really impressive looking bike, and Tony and I are now going to go into a lot more detail about what the new key features are, including geometry and spec. So the first thing you may notice, or well not notice, is that the rear shock is neatly hidden into the frame itself. Now this is technology we've seen from the likes of Bold Cycles. So Tony, can you tell me a little bit more about the integrated suspension on this bike?
So the shock is totally concealed inside the frame. Basically it makes the bike a lot stiffer, so it utilises that there's more carbon and more material, just ensuring that you get the maximum stiffness and reducing lateral flex. Because the shock's situated low down in the frame, it also means that it has a lower centre of gravity, meaning that the feel of the bike is a lot more stable and a lot more planted.
So the Spark RC has a head angle of 67.2 degrees, but this is adjustable, isn't it, Tony?
It is, yes, quite easily. By just rotating the cups 180 degrees, you can either plus or minus 0.6 of a degree. And
in the box as well you also get 0 degree.
Yeah, you get a set of 0 degree cups in the box to put it into a neutral position.
Now it's really cool to see that Scott has kept the really handy rear axle tool, so I'm glad to see that. Can you tell me what's on that?
Yeah, it has the T25, which can be adjust most points on the bike. Then you've got the T30, which will allow you to tighten any suspension parts up, and then you've got the 6mm to remove wheels. So yeah, it pretty much has any trail eventuality covered.
So the Scott Spark RC 900 Team AXS model is built on a full HMF carbon frame. Tony, can you talk me through a little bit more about the spec?
So it's running your RockShox SID Select forks and a RockShox Nude shock, which is all linked with a twin lock lever, with our twin lock lever, which allows you to have 3 different settings. First you've got the fully open, which gives you maximum travel, which is 120mm front and rear. Then you've got your first setting, which is your traction mode, which drops the suspension down to 80mm, giving it a slightly more firmer feel for climbing and any sort of flat crap like where you would want to maximise the amount of power you're putting through it. And then finally you've got the fully locked out, which locks the bike out completely front and rear for your race starts or road climbs or sort of gravel tracks.
So this particular model has SRAM's 12-speed GX Eagle Access which of course it has a nice clean look because you don't have as many cables. But this bike is actually even cleaner up front. Tony, can you tell me a little bit more about the integration?
So with the new Spark series, we've gone with a fully integrated front end. So we have the cables actually enter the frame and down through the headset. It is easy to work on. I have had a few of them in bits, so I can assure people that it is really easy to work on. But it just cleans the full look of the front end up, minimising the amount of cable, like trying to minimise how it looks.
So all the finishing points then on this bike are provided by Syncross. So Tony, what have we got to look forward to?
So it's an all new front end with the integrated cables. We've got the all new stem and bar. It's the Fraser 1.5 XC. Then to the saddle, you've got the Belcara, which is more of your performance saddle, and then you've got your Syncross seat post as well, down to your Syncross grips.
Thank you so much, Tony, for today. It's been brilliant getting some brand insight behind the new Spark RC.
Thank you, Jess, it's been a pleasure.
No worries. And of course, for you guys, if you've liked this video, please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and there'll be a lot more from us about the new Spark RC coming in the future, so keep your eyes peeled and we'll see you in the next video from Off-Road.cc.